Hello, this is Jim Pratt, Director of Mission One program. I have the privilege of being with the world-renowned Dr. Darrell Hillhouse. Darrell and I go way back. It's interesting that we're doing an interview here on the campus of Oakland City University. It's where we first met each other back in 1981. And Darrell's been a long time General Baptist minister. And Darrell, when was the first time you went on an international mission trip?
Well, it was back when I was pastor of Princeton First General Baptist Church, and I've lost track of the number of years ago that's been. But I went to Honduras with a team.
And what did you do while you were there?
Well, we were in charge of building one of the casas.
Okay.
And everybody kind of finds their little specialty to
Right.
do.
Okay.
And since I came out of a hairstyling background, believe it or not, that was easily transferable to cutting blocks.
All right, but there you go. Cutting blocks, cutting hair.
I cut blocks.
All right. So, would you say that even that first trip kind of changed your approach to ministry?
Oh, absolutely.
And in what way?
Well, first of all, although I'd always had a missions heart,
Mm-hmm.
my mom and dad, pastoral ministers for many years, they always had a missions heart. But well, it really makes you connect with it.
Sure.
You know, it's
Sure.
it's no longer something you read in the messenger or you
Right.
hear reports about. It becomes a part of your life.
And so that was 1996, 97, somewhere in there?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And so fast forward a number of years, and then more recent years, you've been on mission trips to where?
To the Philippines.
To the Philippines.
Yeah.
How many times?
3 times.
3 times. And of course, going to the Philippines, part of the 360 team, did some preaching, teaching through that. And then one of the first 2 teachers, along with myself, for the Stinson Institute, which is a training program that we do for graduates from General Baptist Bible College that want to continue on with their education. And so, describe your experiences in Philippines, in just a few words if you can. How that, what really stuck out to you teaching and preaching at the Bible College?
Well, before I even say that, I have to talk about culture shock.
Okay.
And although the team, you, Chad Hensley, John Brumfield, Barry Cullen, and other team members, Mark Powell, tried your best to kind of educate me on what to expect. As good a job as you did, you still have to experience it.
Right, right.
And so as I moved through those, I think it was 12 days.
Seemed like too much. But
Too much.
Yeah, okay.
I'll never forget when we were traveling through the area going to MBI. I was speechless, which is, as you know,
it's a miracle.
Almost
it's
impossible.
A miracle.
It's a miracle.
Yes.
I'll never forget Mark Powell saying to me, Darrell, you must look beyond the poverty to see the beauty of this fantastic place. That was so helpful to me because I was so taken back by the needs in the Philippines, and the lifestyles there are so different than here in America. You have to experience. I came home and I told Deanne, there are no words that I can say to express what I saw. You have to see it for yourself.
And so, preaching and teaching. Did the General Baptist Bible College students, the faculty and staff, did they seem to listen? Did they seem to soak in everything you were sharing, or did they just kind of want you to just hurry up and get done?
Well, I'll tell you, they, like a lot of other cultures, they're in no hurry to get done with anything when it comes to learning and worship.
Right.
Now, if you can't preach in the Philippines and teach in the Philippines, you probably need to check your calling.
Okay.
Because I really believe that that they inspire you so much and they love you so much. The people of the GBBC, General Baptist Bible College, and MBI, Monticello Bible Institute, the Pastors Conference, they are so hunger for fellowship and of the Word that they're just on the edge of their seats.
Right.
And they're so happy. They're so loving. They're so hungry. And it just makes, it's like preaching to a junkyard dog, you know.
Sick 'em, huh?
Sick 'em.
All right. And so, as a result of these trips to the Philippines, how would you say, even as you return from there, how has it impacted your preaching and your ministry here?
No, honestly, Dr. Pratt, may I call you that?
Sure.
There's no way that it can't impact it.
Okay.
If you've gone to the Philippines, there's no, or any of our mission fields, there's no way that you cannot be impacted by those wonderful experiences. And it changed everything about me. It changed how I preach. It changed how I teach. It changes the way I look at the mission fields.
Right. Sure.
Across our denomination, especially.
And I think even for you, the times you come back, the churches that you pastored have all been a part of being involved in mission as a church, whether it's going on teams or supporting Unified Giving or supporting other projects. And so would you say since you've returned, that's been even more important to you to rally the church that you've been a part of, to even give, to pray for the needs, but also to give financially to the needs?
Oh, absolutely. Now, I had the advantage of pastoring a church that had a tremendous, it's one of the strongest missions programs that I've ever known. And that was Mount Zion General Baptist Church.
In Wadesville?
In Wadesville, rural Wadesville. When I got there, they had a mission team, they had a mission program, they had missions emphasis that just absolutely blew me away.
Okay.
And so they were on board. They'd been sending teams to Honduras, and they were totally on board and supportive. Well, we had Robert and Sherry Weatherford, longtime missionaries to MBI in our congregation. And so there was that foundation.
Right. Sure.
And so that was very inspiring, and it just fueled my desire. And then after that, I went to Bethlehem General Baptist Church, and they likewise very strong unified budget, unified giving, supporters, big on missions, big on Oak City University, and so wow, they were so supportive.
And so what you've heard here is not only Darrell as a minister, longtime General Baptist, going on these mission trips, it's impacted him in his life.
Oh, absolutely.
And he wants to planning on going back again.
Well, may I say that I was disappointed.
Yes.
When the 360, the leadership conference had to be canceled because of COVID-19. I was disappointed because I was so pumped up. Right. But I'll tell you what, Dr. Pratt, absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Okay. Right.
When I saw the beautiful piece in the Messenger about GBBC, my heart longed so much to be there. I cannot wait to go back. I'm going to have to get in shape. Most of you know me to be quite a guy that's a lot about his health, vitality.
That's right. That's right.
But I put on a few pounds since last year. Right. But at least now I have another year to try to take them off.
And so you have a pastor that's involved in going, but he also has been a part of churches that are involved in the mission. Some of them going, all of them praying, but also giving financially speaking. Just so you know that our supporters come in all shapes and sizes as far as churches. At the point you were, not you. At the point you were at Princeton General Baptist.
Oh wow!
What was the average weekly attendance there?
Now at the time, our average attendance was 300.
Okay, so first trip, pastor in church of 300. Mount Zion in Wadesville, what was the average attendance there?
Average about 120.
About 120. And Bethlehem, where you're at now?
The average attendance is 20.
Okay, is about 20. And so don't think, we're too small, we can't be involved. No matter who you are, you can be involved. No matter what your age, you can be involved. And so, Darrell, thanks for sharing with me. And again, if you would like to know more about becoming a part of the Mission One program, whether it's going on a short-term team, if you would like to know how you could support the program, please email me at jim.pratt@generalbaptist.com. But Darrell, thanks again for
it's my pleasure.
doing this with me.
I wish we had more time. I really do.
And God bless each of you.